Hello guys, here's my review of the Ontario Knife Company Bushcraft Woodsman knife in 420 stainless steel. So here's the sheath that comes with the knife. It's a pretty basic nylon sheath, you know, it has some kind of plastic insert, so that's great. It's nice that it has a front pocket here so you can put some, maybe a kit, sharpening stone, and it has secondary retention here, and on the back you have some molly backing. So I mean, overall it works pretty good. Alright, so I've been using this knife for a couple of months now. I've been using it on at least 3 trips, and I've used it also to chop some wood for the winter. And so here's my view on how this knife works. So as you can see here, the blade is roughly 9.5 inches long. Of course, it's a full tang knife, has 1/4 inch thick stock, so it's a pretty beefy full flat grind knife. So it's a pretty big chopper slash bushcraft knife. Has a 9-inch blade, has a nice choil here, choil section. The handle is made out of I think it's laminated wood, and unfortunately the handle is pretty slick. So when I was chopping, sometimes my hand moved back, and fortunately there's the bird's beak here that prevents it from flying out. But what I did is that I took a round file and basically cut some grooves in there, and since then, I mean, it's excellent. The grip works much better, it doesn't slip anymore, so that's something I would recommend. So as you can see, it went clean through these big knots. This is some very dry, very tough oak wood, so it sheared through like this big knot, no problem, with absolutely no edge damage or edge problems whatsoever. So a lot of people have complained because Ontario moved from 5160 spring steel to the 420 HC steel. Some people complaining that, you know, that steel is just fit for kitchen knives and shouldn't be used in a big chopper. But with all my testing, I have to say that definitely that's not my opinion. And I think that this 420 HC steel is extremely robust, tough. I mean, I've chopped some pretty big logs, some hardwood with it. I've, you know, done some feather staking, and all these tasks it perform extremely well. And I even think that it maintains its edge very well. I've never sharpened it since I got it, and it can still slice paper. So honestly, I don't understand what is all the complaining about the 420 HC. I think that when it's heat treated properly, it's a very tough steel. So as a conclusion, I have both the version in 5160 and this version in 420 HC stainless, and I have to say that, you know, they both perform extremely well. And I use this one for canoe camping since it won't rust, and I'm definitely gonna keep both of them because I really like this design. It works well for me. I don't understand why people are complaining about it, because for the price, I mean, it comes to a pretty awesome price. I think I paid, I think it was 80 Canadian dollars for this. You can find it at even 55 US dollars. That's pretty amazing. So definitely a good deal. I highly recommend, and I suggest you get it.